it's Rachel here, and today I'm going to be filming for you guys what I thought was a small haul, but is actually like 9 books. So I haven't really been buying a lot of books lately. I don't think I've bought a book in probably a month and a half. I really have not had the desire to buy any books. But these are the books that I've accumulated probably in the last 2 months. Some of them I've talked to you guys about before. I just haven't officially hauled them yet. But I thought I would go ahead and share with you guys the books that I have gotten here recently. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So the first book that I picked up is going to be Radiance by Catherynne M. Valente, and this is Catherynne M. Valente's most recent work. I've had my eye on this for quite some time because I've heard some pretty decent reviews on it, but I never felt the need to pick it up until I was at a Barnes & Noble's, and it just occurred to me that I should purchase this book. And it's funny because this was on like the highest shelf, and I had to like track down a really tall guy and was like, can you please get this book down for me? So it was really nice. But I'm not 100% on what this book is about, but I feel like it's like some kind of like magical type thing, because I believe that Catherynne M. Valente is well known for her books that have to do with like magic and stuff, so I imagine that this is going to be magical. I don't know. I'm excited to read this book. I'm not sure when I'm going to, but I just felt that I needed to have it a part of my collection. The next 2 books are going to be by the same author, and the first one is going to be The Walled City by Ryan Graudin. Now, I've heard a whole bunch of different things about this author. I've heard that she is really great and that her books are really enjoyable, so I thought I'd go ahead and give her works a try. The Walled City, I believe, is kind of a take on the actual, there's a walled city that has, I believe, in like this small area, there's like 50,000 people living there or something like that. I can't remember what it is, but I've heard kind of mixed reviews about this book. Some people really enjoy it, some people really didn't enjoy it, some people kind of give it a meh, but I wanted to give it a go because I thought that the concept was really interesting. And the next book is going to be Wolf by Ryan Graudin. Now, this is a World War II alternate universe novel that has to do with the Axis powers winning the war. So now Hitler is in power, and I believe that there is this race that's going on, and the winner of this race gets to meet Hitler, and our main character, our female main character, wants to win the race because she has plans on meeting Hitler and killing him. I've heard excellent things about this one. I've heard really good things about this one as opposed to The Walled City, so I'm really excited to read this one. I really enjoy reading alternate universes, alternate histories. I'm excited to see how this one's going to go. The next book I have talked with you guys about before, I just haven't hauled it yet, and that's going to be The Year of Magical Thinking by Joan Didion. I'm still reading this, guys. I am just not in the mood to read lately. But this is a nonfiction story following a woman named Joan Didion, whose daughter, at the beginning of the story, we find out that her daughter is in a coma in the ICU, and then her husband and her have gone home. She is in the middle of making her husband dinner, and then her husband suffers a massive heart attack and dies in front of her very suddenly, very quickly, and how she copes with the sudden death of her husband. And so far I'm really enjoying it. I spoke briefly about my feelings on certain different things about this book, and I think that when I do finish it, I'm going to do a full fleshed out review of it on, you know, exactly how I felt on it. I really enjoyed this book, and I think I'm really enjoying this book, and I think that you can get a lot out of it, and I think it came to me at the right time considering my stepmother-in-law recently passed away, and so I'm enjoying reading this woman's story, as heartbreaking as it is, and I'm looking forward to finishing it. The next book was a super surprise, and I did not expect it in the mail because I had not made any orders recently. I hadn't bought anything, and then my husband brought home the mail from my father-in-law's house, and this book showed up, and that's going to be Walk on Earth Stranger by Rae Carson. Now, this book was sent to me so very sweetly by Sana from Inkbones Books. It was a late holiday present. It was so sweet, so unexpected, and I felt like I immediately knew that it was Sana based on the note that came with it, because she didn't like explicitly put from Sana, but I knew it was from her, and I messaged her and I thanked her, and I love Sana. I love the fact that over this past several months, Sana and I have gotten a lot closer, and I enjoy talking with Sana, and I love her. She's the greatest. And so she very sweetly sent me this book. I'm kind of on the edge of what this one's about. I believe that this is during the gold mining era, and that our main character consents gold, and I'm excited to see how this is going to go. I don't really know a whole lot else about this, but I'm excited to read it, and yeah. The next book is probably not going to be any surprise to anybody, because it was a pre-order, one of the 4 pre-orders that I have currently this year. So this is the first one that I've received, and it's going to be A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. This should be no surprise. This is the sequel to A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, or Victoria Schwab. I really enjoyed A Darker Shade of Magic. It's probably not my favorite work by her, but I support Victoria Schwab, V.E. Schwab. I support her enough, and I appreciate her enough, and I love her on Twitter enough that I want to support her, and so I will read anything that she writes. This is the sequel to A Darker Shade of Magic, and I'm really looking forward to this. If you don't know what Darker Shade of Magic is about, it's kind of like it's got alternate Londons, it's got magic, it's got everything. It's fantastic. I really feel like if you enjoyed Mistborn or The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, that you would really enjoy A Darker Shade of Magic, because I felt a lot of like similarities between the two, especially with the 2 main characters. I really enjoyed A Darker Shade of Magic, so I'm hoping to enjoy A Gathering of Shadows. The next book was sent to me for review by the author, and this is going to be School of Deaths by Christopher Menino, The Sky's Wielder's Secret, Book 1. I received an email from the publisher of this book asking if I would be interested in reading this book or reviewing it, and so they put me in contact with Christopher Menino, and he ended up sending me the book. I am looking forward to this one. The back says that 13-year-old Susie Sarnio always believed the Grim Reaper was a fairy tale image of a skeleton with a scythe. Now forced to enter the College of Death, she found herself trained to bring souls from the living world to the hereafter. The task is demanding enough, but as the only female in an all-male college, she quickly becomes a target. Attacked by both classmates and strangers, Susie is alone in a world where even her teachers want her to fail. So I think this is like a middle grade book following a main character who is the Grim Reaper, and I'm looking forward to this. I'm not sure when I'm going to pick this one up, but from the reviews that I read of it, it got really good reviews, and so I'm looking forward to picking this one up. And last but not least is not a book that I own. It's a book that I borrowed, but I did order the box set trilogy, so that should be here very soon. But the book is going to be Leviathan Wakes by James S.A. Corey. And this Expanse was made into a TV show on Sci-Fi, I think, and so I've seen this book popping up a lot recently, and especially because I think Sana just recently posted a top some of her favorite sci-fi books, and this was on there. I am looking forward to reading this. I will say I don't know what this is about. I have no idea what this is about. I just know that I've heard some really great things about this. It's like a space opera, and I think that sounds fantastic. I'm interested in the TV show should I like the first book. I think there's like 5 books of this out right now, and I know that James S.A. Corey is 2 authors co-writing the series, so I'm looking very forward to reading this one when I have a chance. So yes, those are all the books that I picked up recently. I'm looking forward to reading all of them. If you guys have read any of these books, you can let me know down below. And other than that, guys, thanks so much for commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.